Hola! If you're here, it's because you watch my recent videos of regulars and irregulars, or that you just want to finally understand what are the reflexives, how to use them, and how to create phrases with them. Either of them, if you're here, hi, my name is Salva, I'm from Galicia, and I've been teaching Spanish for 2 years, and now I decided to create my YouTube channel and my website to teach Spanish to more students all over the world. We are going to learn what reflexives are, what they mean, how to conjugate them, and how to use them on a daily basis. For that, I will be showing you my material that I created after all these years teaching Spanish, and I created them with all the structures that we need to learn. All this material will be on my website, albafletcher.com. You can check it out because I'll have more materials like the numbers that everybody has problems with them. Doesn't matter if you're a A1 or a C1. All my students, they have problems with the numbers. It doesn't matter the level. So go there and check it out because I have the numbers, I have more exercises, I have blogs, have more things that you can use with different levels. Beginner, intermediate, and advanced. You will have there all the information. So you can download this document so you can follow it with my video and learn faster and understand it better. Okay? So let's go. Let's go with the reflexives. We go to the part that we need to see that are the reflexives. Okay, this is very, very, very important in Spanish, and it's the reflexives. Okay, because we are gonna create the routine after, and for the routine we need these verbs, which are reflexive verbs. Okay, so what are reflexive verbs? Well, basically we have two ways of seeing this verb. On one side, get doesn't exist in Spanish. It is a verb that doesn't exist as it is in English in Spanish. So what do? We do se at the end. So for example, to get angry, we will say enfadarse. Se means get, like you get angry. Another way that you can see it is something that you do to yourself. Okay, for example, to get up, levantarse. It's like you get up, you make yourself get up. Or ducharse, to have a shower. You shower yourself. So basically something that you do to yourself. How do we identify them? So basically in the infinitive, they have the se at the end. Okay, levantar will be, for example, to lift something. So I lift this, levanto. But levantarse is like you do it to yourself. Okay. So in the present, the reflexive goes before the verb. Okay, goes before. And in the future, in the past, in the future, not the tenses. But for now, we're going to learn just the present. Okay. So how do we conjugate it? So first, we are going to have the reflexive. The reflexive goes before, okay? So we have a reflexive for each person. So yo, me, tú, te, él, se, nosotros, nos, vosotros, os, ellos, se. Okay? So first, what we need to do is to choose the reflexive. Okay? So, for example, if you want to say, I shower. Shower, to have a shower, to shower yourself, ducharse. So first, what we need to do is put the reflexive. I'm going to say I. So the reflexive of I is me, yo, me. And then what do? We conjugate the verb. Okay, say we already did it, we choose me. And now we conjugate, so it's I shower, so yo me ducho. Okay, I shower myself. How do I say we shower? So we say nosotros, and then we choose the reflexive. Okay, so the reflexive will be nos. So nosotros, nos, and then we conjugate the verb duchar, and we. So be, nosotros nos duchamos. How would I say he showers? So it will be él. We choose the reflexive, se, and then the verb duchar, and se ducha. Okay. For example, we are gonna do now another one that is afeitarse. Afeitarse is to shave. So how would I say I shave? So first the reflexive, yo me, and then the present of the verb. So it's afeitar. So we remove ar and we add an o. Yo me afeito. I shave myself. Yo me afeito. I would say we shave ourselves. Nosotros. And then the reflexive nos. And then we conjugate the present. Afeitamos. Nosotros nos afeitamos. ¿Vale? And this with all of them. But the reflexive, it goes before. Okay? When you see here, there are two parts. There are the verb, afeitar, and there is the reflexive. Reflexive is se. But we need to change it, okay, for each person. And it goes in the present before. Then we just do the present, okay? This is very important, okay? Because typical thing that all the students do, that it is, for example, say levantarsamos, because they see the se at the end and they conjugate all of it. Levantarse, levantarsamos. No, the reflexive goes before, okay? And levantar, we conjugate it. It is two separated things, okay? So now we go to practice it, to practice all of this. You're probably by now like, oh my God, Alba, so much information. How am I going to do this? Well, you need to go little by little, okay? This is a video, but you have to document and you can go to the video, to the beginning, listen to me, see the explanation, try to understand, and then you stop it, okay? Take your time. There's no need to rush. The important thing is to understand it and then make phrases, okay? Use them. Because if you just know all the rules but you don't know how to use them, then it's useless. So what we're going to do, we're going to talk about the routine, okay? We are going to talk about your routine. So we have different vocabulary here with verbs first, the reflexives, to put them all together, and then from the morning till the night, different activities that you normally do, okay? So for example, what you're gonna do is, for example, I get up. So you want to say, I'm a routine. Well, I get up at 6. So yo me, the reflexive, me levanto, and you complete it. A las 6. At 6. A las 6. Luego, then, me baño. Luego, me baño. Okay? Then, for example, and más tarde, later, más tarde, pues por ejemplo, desayuno. Más tarde, desayuno. I have breakfast. A las 11 voy a trabajar. I go to work. 11. A continuación, next, leo las noticias. Después de leer las noticias, so after reading the news, vuelvo a casa. I come back home. Then you can change and make your routine, okay? In a different way. And then after, once you finish doing yours, you can create a routine of your dad. For example, my dad, he gets up at this time. Then he has a shower, then he has breakfast, then he goes meet the friends. You can create about him. Then after, well, it is very important. We're going to do listenings. We need to start too, because when you talk with someone, you need to practice the listening, okay? We're going to see different routines of different people. I'm going to talk on it so you can hear the pronunciation and repeat it too to improve your pronunciation. So we have different routines of different people, okay? And then some questions to see if you understood the text, okay? Then at the end, you will have the answers. Then I always try to do a little one of people that they are relevant, so famous people, so you can read it and at the same time you have fun. It is very important it's very, very important that when you learn a language, you're having fun. So otherwise it will be boring and you will lose motivation, and you need that, okay? So I created at the end, so a little routine of Taylor Swift, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Margot Robbie. Okay, so you have their routines. Obviously, they are not my friends. I'm just imagining their routine. Okay, so you can see their routine and then have little questions of them, again, with me talking over it. And you can see the pronunciation and everything. Okay, it is very important and it's very complete because you're seeing grammar, you're learning new vocabulary, you're doing listening, you're improving your pronunciation. At the same time, you are talking because you're creating phrases, okay? Which is very, very important. this, along my other 2 videos before this one, will teach you the present in Spanish and how to use it, okay? Especially how to use it. That's the most important thing. The grammar, but especially how to use it and how to make phrases so you can talk to people. Because if you know that it is me levanto, but then after you don't know how to say to someone, oh, I always get up at 5. Siempre me levanto a las 5. It will not help you to maintain a conversation. And if you're here because of the reflexives, well, if you're learning the present, this is how you create it. If you're learning the past or other ones, it is the same. So basically, the structure is the same. First, you will have the reflexive, which are always the same. Me, te, se, nos, os, se. But the second part, the verb, it will be the one that changes. It will change the ending to the verb that you are learning. For example, if you're learning the pretérito indefinido, the past. So, me, it will be the same, but then levantar, you will put it in the past. So instead of a O, it will be a E. Me levanté. Me levanto, I get up. Me levanté, I got up. Same with, for example, duchar. Me duché in the past. Me ducho in the present. It only changes the endings, okay? You can see all this document on my website, and it is very complete because you have the explanation of the grammar, vocabulary so you can complete the phrases, exercises to practice it, text so you can read it, videos so you can listen how to pronounce it, and after the structure so you can create your own phrases. It is very complete, okay? You are practicing reading, listening, writing, and speaking. All of them in one document, okay? So it's very, very complete, and it will help you to improve faster. Well, and that's it. I hope you liked the video. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it, because it really, really helps me. And subscribe, because I will be uploading more videos like this one with the present, the past, and more blogs, so you can hear as well how native Spanish speakers talk. Muchas, muchas, muchas gracias, and I see you soon. Muchos besos. Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. Why I said it like in English accent. Cristiano Ronaldo.